is CNN Breaking News.
All right, back to our breaking news here out of London. We're getting a little bit more information, and we've got a reporter who's going to pop up in a matter of minutes here. But let me just, if you are just now joining us, you're looking at pictures. This is the city of London, and on the left side of your screen, that's the dot for the Apollo Theater, because we are learning from London Metropolitan Police that within this theater in the West End, keep in mind it's just about 9 o'clock London time, there has been what we've been reporting, and here are pictures of the theater. We've been reporting a balcony collapse. We're hearing more specifically now that this was a ceiling collapse during a performance of the play entitled The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. So mid-performance collapse. Eyewitnesses reporting people were walking out of this theater just covered in dust. And the new bit of information that I'm reporting now is that London emergency crews, as we know, of course, they're on the scene responding. They are saying, police are saying they have reports of multiple casualties as a result of this ceiling collapse at the Apollo Theater there in London. We are making calls. We're awaiting more information from this reporter, but police have confirmed they were called to the theater just about an hour ago, right around 8:15 London time. This theater is on Shaftesbury Avenue, and it is believed that some people, now we know casualties, initial reports that there were injuries, and now we know casualties. Aaron McLaughlin is live for us now in London. And Aaron, just tell me what you know.
Hi, Brooke. Well, we're still getting details as to what exactly transpired around 45 minutes ago in London's West End. The British Press Association reporting that a part of a balcony at the Apollo Theater in London's West End collapsed during a performance of the Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. The London Metropolitan Police tweeting that they have been called to the Apollo Theater because of reports of a theater collapse. Eyewitnesses, according to the British Press Association, is reporting that people have been trapped inside, but we are still getting more information about exactly what transpired in London's West End this evening. Brooke?
I believe I have been to the Apollo Theater a number of years ago to see Starlight Express. I mean, it's in a very popular area. This is the theater district, if you will, of London. And if you could just tell me, I mean, here we are, London, beautiful time of year, around the Christmas season, a lot of people there. It's a Thursday night at the theater. Do we know if this was a packed crowd?
Not clear from the reports I've seen so far, Brooke, but you're right. This is a very busy time period here in London. On the West End is also home to a very bustling shopping district. So people flock to London during this time, not just for these performances, but also for the Christmas shopping. So an incredibly congested area of London, no doubt. Theater goers most likely terrified at the sight of something like this happening. Very unexpected here on a Thursday night in London. Brooke?
Just looking down, Aaron, at my notes, stay with me. Apollo Theater seats more than 775 people, so pretty sizable theater here, more than 4 levels. It's historic. It opened back in 1901. So 4 levels. There was some initial confusion, Aaron, whether or not it was the ceiling or a balcony. Forgive me if you mentioned this off the top, but do we know definitively what it was?
At this point, authorities aren't simply not saying. We're still trying to piece information. We get the Press Association reporting that it was a balcony, but that according to eyewitnesses. So we're still waiting to hear from official sources, Brooke.
And you have to wonder, of a theater of this size, whether or not it was packed or not. If we're talking 775 people and you have, if it was a balcony coming down, you have rescue teams on the scene, presumably there are people trapped inside this theater while we speak.
Absolutely, and that again is what the British Press Association is reporting at this time. So a lot of terrified theater goers out in London tonight. But again, authorities still most likely themselves trying to piece together what exactly happened.
Okay, Aaron McLaughlin, I'm going to let you go so you can just do some news gathering. We're coming up to the end of my program. But again, this happening, according to London Metropolitan Police, around 8:15 at night. So again, that was just about 45 minutes ago at the Apollo Theater. During this performance, presumably just after the performance began, as theater typically starts right around 8 o'clock. It was the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime, and police are now confirming there are multiple casualties as a result of this balcony.
Expensive. It could be, though, that's just a function of who the police arrest. We know that there's certainly white people who use crack. Just like with all the drug laws, though, they're selectively enforced against African Americans.
The breaking news out of London here. I'm Brooke Baldwin. Thank you so much for being with me. I'll see you back at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific on In Case You Missed It. And now to Washington. The Lead with Jake Tapper starts now.
Breaking news out of London. Police say that they are sending squads to a theater in London where there are multiple casualties. More on that coming up. I'm Jake Tapper, and this is The Lead. The national lead breaking this afternoon, 8 federal inmates, all convicted of crack cocaine offenses. President Obama is putting them back on the street because he says the punishment far outweighed their crimes. Do you agree? Also in national news, we're now well into the backlash against the star of A&E's smash hit reality show Duck Dynasty. His comments about gays are certainly not going to win him any GLAAD awards, but should he really have been suspended for preaching the Bible according to his faith? And the world lead, Dennis Rodman, once again visiting his best pal, North Korea's Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. How big of a headache is it for the U.S. government when celebrities go rogue to rogue states?